You eat it almost every day without thinking twice. It looks harmless, tastes incredible, and feels comforting when you're tired or stressed. But what if the food you crave most isn't your choice at all? What if it was designed carefully, scientifically to keep you coming back, even when your body doesn't need it? This is not a conspiracy story. It's not about one company or one product. It's about how modern processed food is engineered to hack your brain, override your hunger signals, and quietly turn eating into an addiction. By the end of this story, you may never look at food the same way again. Processed food didn't start as a villain. It began as a solution. Canning, freezing, and preserving food helped people survive wars, winters, and long journeys. The goal was safety and convenience. But somewhere along the way, food stopped being about nourishment and started becoming about profit, speed, and repeat customers. Today, processed food is no longer just food that lasts longer, it's food that is designed to make you crave more. The first step in engineering addiction is understanding the human brain. Food companies spend millions studying how we taste, chew, swallow, and feel after eating. They use neuroscientists, chemists, and behavioral experts to identify what's called the bliss point. This is the perfect combination of sugar, fat, salt, and texture that lights up the brain's reward system. When food hits this point, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical involved in pleasure and motivation. The result is simple. Your brain remembers the food and wants it again. This is why it's hard to stop after just one chip, cookie, or soda. It's not because you're weak, it's because the food was designed to bypass fullness and trigger desire. Natural foods don't do this. An apple makes you feel full. Eggs calm your hunger. But ultra-processed foods do the opposite. They keep you eating, while never truly satisfying you. Texture plays a huge role in this addiction. Many processed foods are engineered to dissolve quickly in the mouth. This is called vanishing caloric density. When food melts fast, your brain doesn't register it as filling, even though calories are entering your body. This tricks you into eating more before your body can say, enough. Cheese puffs, chips, sugary cereals, they all disappear fast, encouraging endless bites. Then there's sugar, the most powerful tool of all. Sugar doesn't just add sweetness, it changes how the brain responds to food. Regular exposure dulls your taste buds, meaning you need more sugar to feel the same pleasure over time. This is why food slowly becomes sweeter without you noticing. The same thing happens with salt and fat. Over time, real food starts to taste bland, and processed food becomes the new normal. But addiction isn't built on taste alone. It's built on habit. Processed food fits perfectly into modern life. It's cheap, fast, everywhere, and requires no effort. When you're stressed, tired, or busy, your brain looks for quick comfort. Processed food delivers instant pleasure with zero preparation. The brain remembers this and links certain emotions, stress, boredom, sadness, to specific foods. That's how emotional eating is engineered, not taught. Marketing strengthens this addiction. Bright packaging, cartoon characters, emotional ads, and health claims create trust and familiarity. Words like low fat, natural, and protein-packed make products feel safe, even when they are heavily processed. Over time, brands become part of your routine. You don't choose them, you reach for them automatically. Children are especially vulnerable. Their brains are still developing, and early exposure to ultra-processed foods shapes lifelong preferences. Sweet cereals, flavored snacks, and sugary drinks train young brains to expect intense flavors. By the time they're older, simple foods feel boring. This isn't picky eating, it's conditioning. Another hidden factor is how processed food affects hormones. These foods spike blood sugar quickly, followed by crashes that trigger hunger soon after. This roller coaster keeps you eating throughout the day. Meanwhile, fiber, the natural signal of fullness, is often stripped away during processing. The result is a body that's constantly hungry in a world full of food. Gut health also plays a role. Your gut bacteria influence cravings, mood, and appetite. Processed foods feed harmful bacteria while starving beneficial ones. Over time, this imbalance can increase cravings for the very foods causing the problem. It becomes a loop. Processed food changes the gut demands more processed food. The most frightening part is how slow and silent the damage is. Processed food doesn't make you sick overnight. It weakens you gradually. Weight gain, fatigue, inflammation, diabetes, heart disease, and even mental health issues build quietly over years. Because the harm is delayed, the connection is easy to ignore. And here's the truth most people never hear. This system doesn't rely on ignorance, it relies on normal life. Long workdays, stress, limited time, tight budgets. The food industry didn't create these problems, but it profits from them. And blaming individuals only hides the real issue. So what can be done? The answer isn't perfection or fear, it's awareness. Understanding how processed food is designed gives you back control. When you know why cravings happen, they lose some power. Small changes like adding more whole foods, slowing down meals, and reading ingredient lists can slowly reset taste and hunger signals. This story isn't about never eating processed food again. It's about recognizing that when food is engineered for addiction, choice becomes harder. And the first step to real freedom is seeing the system clearly. Because once you understand the truth about processed food, you stop blaming yourself and start making decisions that serve your body, not the business built around it.